Hello there. This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, if you've been a subscriber to this channel for some time, you will know that I am desperately trying to learn a little bit more in-depth, detailed geographical knowledge of the States, because being from Britain, from Wales, I'm a bit lost. I went to Florida as a child, and apart from that, obviously I know where New York is. He says, obviously, and then doesn't know where to point. Around there somewhere, right? Washington DC, New York. So yeah, I kind of wanted to desperately, and I knew California was over there, and I wanted to learn more, because this is a geography channel, and it seems really weird that I know loads of random things about Southeast Asia, but I can't name two things about the US. So in this video what we're going to do is, I'm not only going to look at this map particularly, but actually we've got all the state flags and lots of facts about them, so we're going to read through those as well. That's going to be quite interesting, and then I'm going to have to try and memorize them. Okay, so let's start with this map. And by the way, I really hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, don't forget to click like and definitely leave me a comment. I'll be asking you lots of questions throughout this video, and yeah, I hope you find it like super relaxing, especially with my favourite trigger, which is map tracing. Okay, so states that I'm not sure of are basically like here. Okay, that's okay. I'll narrow it down because that's a bit of a lie. I know Washington State. I had an American housemate in university in Wales, and she was from Flagstaff, Arizona. And she told me about the fact that when people because everyone in Britain says Washington for the capital, and she was like, that is super confusing because Washington to an American is usually the state. And we just call it DC. Again, my first comment to you is, if that is not the case, tell me, because that'll be super interesting to be, after all these years, like 20 years later, have that contradicted. So yeah, I learned where Washington was. I was a bit shocked. And then I expected it to be at least a little bit closer to Washington DC, but okay. Obviously I understand the undertones of why they're called Washington is to do with George Washington, blah blah blah. So I knew where Florida was really early on. I think I went there when I was maybe 8 years old, and then again at 10. And we did the whole, Disney thing. And I knew about Texas because everyone knows about Texas, right? It's not like that big a deal. We get a lot of programs about Texas on TV here, or did, and so it was like, and all cowboy movies and stuff, although technically it's more Midwest, but okay. And I knew California, and the reason I knew about California is because you got all the beaches, and so it's very obviously on the coast. And I knew about New York because New York, okay, what I didn't know about New York is how big the state is. I just know about this part of New York, Manhattan Island, etc. But yeah, when you think about it, Manhattan Island is like massive, isn't it? I wonder if it's bigger than Wales. No, surely not. And where else? So then I started to learn him a little bit more. In the second year of university, my best friends lived with someone from North Carolina. In fact, she lives in Raleigh. She pronounced it Raleigh rather than Raleigh. Raleigh. Or Raleigh. Raleigh. Can't remember. So I knew what that was. And then other things happened, like I learned where Michigan was, I did a video on it. Still, it's surprising how it's split into two sort of peninsulas. It's quite interesting geography there. Obviously what you're missing here, other than Canada, is all the Great Lakes which are around here, which makes that happen, but there we are. And yeah, other things have happened, so I think I know where Pennsylvania is because I love the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, although I constantly forget the name of the state. And Maine, I know that's the furthest one up, and I did a video on that years ago. And then Nevada, because it's where Las Vegas is, and New Mexico, because Mexico is just here, so that makes sense to me. And I have a degree in Spanish, and we had to learn about the whole of the Spanish-speaking world, so we learned about the Rio Grande, and how this part of, practically up to here actually, I think it was all Mexico at one point, and then they sold it up to the Rio Grande. And then other things like Louisiana I'm kind of confident with because of Baton Rouge, and other things, Mississippi, and the ones I really struggle with are Arkansas. Never ever remember that one's there. So Arkansas. It's usually ones that like aren't near the coast, so I'm happy with North and South Dakota because, you know, it's North and South, and that's kind of easy. And equally North and South Carolina. And for the similar reasons, at least, West Virginia. I've learned recently, because Virginia is there, right? Yeah, that's Virginia. With Richmond, I don't know. We'll do state capitals in a second. New Jersey, I've had to sort of re-educate myself. I thought New Jersey was part of New York. I can see why, but... And Rhode Island equally, I thought that was part of New York. Connecticut, I struggle with because it sounds like it should be the Midwest to me, but it's not. Vermont, I'm kind of happy with. There was a video game in which it had like Vermont in it, so I kind of knew where it was. New Hampshire, I do forget a lot. Massachusetts, equally. And Wisconsin, I kind of forget as well. Weirdly, the one I'm totally fine with is Kansas, even though it's smack bang in the centre. It's got nothing to do with the Wizard of Oz, I don't think. But it's kind of just because I understand it's very flat, apart from like this bit, and then it just kind of goes up into the mountain ranges we start here. Okay, so let's have a little look, shall we? I'm just gonna go through these and read them out loud, and hopefully that'll help you to sleep, or you might learn something. Either way, it's going to be good. So I've got a couple of pages of this 50 states to get through. I spent enough time blabbering. Of course, there's quite a few. This might be a long video. Okay, here we go. In alphabetical order. Alabama, with that cross. The capital is Montgomery, but the largest is Birmingham. total area is 52,420 square miles, 135,000 kilometers squared. Population 4.8 million. So there are more people living in Alabama than there are in Wales. In Wales it's like 3.1, I think. Okay, Alaska. Cool flag. I didn't actually know Alaska's flag was like that. So Juneau is the capital, but Anchorage is the largest. Is it because it's a port city? Or maybe they're both port. The area is 665,000 square miles, or 1,700,000 square kilometers, with a population of just 739,000, for obvious reasons. Arizona, probably one of my favourites. I love that. Phoenix must be the capital and largest. 113,000 square miles, or 295 square kilometers, 7 million population. Arkansas. Little Rock, 53,000 square miles and 137,000 square kilometers, population 3 million. So it's about the same size as Wales in terms of population. Okay, on to the big boys, California. Sacramento is actually the state capital, but Los Angeles is obviously it's larger than Sacramento. Sacramento is probably only about the 4th, 5th, maybe 6th largest city in California. It's a big state, 163,000 kilometers squared and 423,000 kilometers. Sorry, that's kilometers, 423 kilometers, 163,000 square miles. It just emphasizes how big Arizona is, Alaska is. Okay, Colorado. The big C in the middle. Looks like the flag of El Salvador. With a big C for Colorado on it. Denver, 104,000 square miles, 269,000 square kilometers, 5.6 million. Connecticut, Hartford, but Bridgeport is the largest city, 5,500 square miles, 14,357 square kilometers, population 3.5 million. Yeah, those ones on the east coast, that's where Connecticut is, right? Connecticut, yeah. Just a lot smaller, but comparatively larger population and higher density of population, right? Delaware, this sort of teal background. Dover, interesting. Dover is the capital, but Wilmington is the largest city, 2,489, kind of tiny, square miles, but 6,400 square kilometers. And then that's 961,000 population, so it's quite small. Florida, again with this red background, red stripe, looks like England, but the wrong way. It's actually the same as Alabama. Are they close to one another? Yeah, they are. Tallahassee. Is Tallahassee the capital? Jacksonville is the largest city, really, not Orlando. 65,000 square miles, 170,000 square kilometers, 20.9 million. Yowzers, that is a big population area. Well, California was 39.5 million. This is the second biggest so far, with Delaware leading on the smallest. Okay, Georgia, and Atlanta is the capital and largest city, which is 59,000 square miles and 153,000 square kilometers, 10.4 million. Hawaii, with still the British flag in the top left corner, weirdly, and the colours of the British flag. Honolulu, 10,000 square miles, 28,000 square kilometers, 1.4 million. Idaho. Oh, Boise. I did look it up once. I'll have to pronounce it. Boise. Oh, I can't remember. Boise. 83,000 square miles, 1.7 million. I'm just going to do square miles because I'm getting confused each time. Okay, Illinois. Or do you guys use miles or kilometers? Maybe I should do the kilometers. 216,000 square kilometers. So, Illinois, Springfield, but Chicago is the largest city. Obviously, 57.9 thousand square miles, 149,000 square kilometers, 12.8 million. So next is Indiana. Cool flag, I like that one. Indianapolis, 36,000 square miles, 94,000 square kilometers, 6.6 million. Next is Iowa. Looks a bit like the French flag with a enlarged central white bit for that eagle and I think snakes. I can't tell. Oh no, it's writing, I think. It's dark in here, I'm sorry. Iowa. Des Moines, I think. 56,000 square miles, 145,000 square kilometers, 3.1 million. Okay, Kansas is next. Out of respect, I think they should have a picture of Toto in the middle there. So, Topeka. But Wichita is the largest. 82,000 square miles, 213 square kilometers, 2.9 million. Kentucky, famous for the fried chicken, is next. Frankfurt is the capital, but Louisville is the largest city. 40,000 square miles, 104,000 square kilometers, 4.4 million. And lastly, Louisiana in the blue category with a beautiful pelican by the looks of it. Baton Rouge is the capital, but New Orleans is the largest city. I'd love to go to New Orleans. 52,000 square miles, 135,000 square kilometers, 4.6 million. Okay, Maine is next. Blue is a theme. Augusta, but Portland is the largest city, 35,000 square miles, 91,000 square kilometers, 1.3 million. Now it starts to get messy. Maryland's flag is a little bit bizarre compared to the rest of them, right? Annapolis is the capital, but Baltimore, yeah, it's quite a famous city, is the largest city. 12,000 square miles, 32,000 square kilometers, 6 million people. Massachusetts, keeping blue but going for a white background to stand out. Boston, I've heard really nice things. A very good friend of mine loves Boston. 10,000 square miles, 27,000 square kilometers, 6.8 million. And then Michigan. A colleague of mine is having a sabbatical in Michigan and she's loving it. nice. Lansing is the capital, but Detroit is the largest city. 96,000 square miles, 250,000 square kilometers, 9.9 million, so quite a large one. Next up is Minnesota. So St. Paul is the actual capital, but Minneapolis is the largest city. 86,000 square miles, 225,000 square kilometers, 5.5 million. Mississippi with the old southern flag on it still. And then otherwise it's the Serbian flag. Jackson, 48,000 square miles, 125,000 square kilometers, 2.9 million. Missouri, which is the flag of Paraguay, with the red, white and blue, with a crest in the middle though to make it different. Jefferson City or Kansas City is the largest. Oh, Kansas City is in Missouri, okay. 69,000 square miles, 180,000 square kilometers, 6.1 million. Montana, famous for Hannah. Helena, but Billings is the largest city, 147,000 square miles, 380,000 square kilometers, 1 million, so big but very small population. And Nebraska is next. Lincoln, but Omaha is the largest city, 77,000 square miles, 200,000 square kilometers, 1.9 million. Gosh, we've got loads to go. I hope you're remembering all of this. There'll be a test at the end. I am kidding. Nevada. Okay. Nevada. Carson City, but Las Vegas is the largest. 110,000 square miles, 286,000 square kilometers, 2.9 million permanent residents. I wonder how many visitors they get a year though. New Hampshire. Concord is the capital, but Manchester is the largest city, 9,000 square miles, 24,000 square kilometers, 1.3 million. Then New Jersey, we've changed from blue to yellow for the next two. Trenton, but the largest city is Newark, 8,000 square miles, 22,000 square kilometers, 9 million. So small but large population. Then we've got New Mexico. I think this is a really cool one actually. Santa Fe or Albuquerque is the largest city, 121,000 square miles, 314,000 square kilometers, 2 million. New York is next. New York, the Big Apple. I did not have any clue that this was the flag for it though. Never seen it before in my life. Albany is the state capital, but obviously New York City is the largest. 54,000 square miles, 141,000 square kilometers, 19.8 million. So I think, oh, it's not our winner. I can spot one on the next page. Okay, North Carolina. Raleigh, Charlotte is the largest city, 53,000 square miles, 139,000 square kilometers, 10.2 million. And then we got North Dakota. Bismarck is the capital, but Fargo is the largest city, 70,000 square miles, 183,000 square kilometers, but just 755,000 people. It's tiny. Ohio decided to be different and not have a square. Oh, actually none of them are square, rectangle. Columbus, 44,000 square miles, 116,000 square kilometers, 11.6 million. That's quite a big one. And then Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, 69,000 square miles, 181,000 square kilometers, 3.9 million. I think that'll last but one page, maybe. Yes, half a page on the next one. Okay, Oregon. Blue is a theme. Salem, but Portland is the largest city. 98,000 square miles, 254,000 square kilometers. 4 million population. Pennsylvania is up next. Harrisburg, but Philadelphia is the largest city. 46,000 square miles, 119,000 square kilometers, 12.8 million. And then Rhode Island, which is a square. Providence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. America. 1,500, was tiny, 1,500 square miles, 4,000 square kilometers, 1 million. South Carolina, with the cool palm tree and the crescent moon, but backwards, so it doesn't look like a Muslim country. Columbia, but Charleston is the biggest city, 32,000 square miles, 82,000 square kilometers, 5 million. And then South Dakota. Pierre, but Sioux Falls is the largest city, 77,000 square miles, 199,000 square kilometers, 869,000 people. Tennessee. The red and the 3 stars. Nashville, very famous. 42,000 square miles, 109,000 square kilometers, 6.7 million. Here we go. The Lone Star. Texas. Austin, but Houston is the largest city, 268,000 square miles, 695,000 square kilometers, 28.3 million. You show-offs. Everything has to be bigger in Texas, right? The size, the population. I'm only ripping you because I know I've got a lot of Texans that watch this. Some of my oldest subscribers are from Texas, so... Okay, Utah. Salt Lake City. 84,000 square miles, 219,000 square kilometers, 3.1 million. And then Vermont. Montpellier, but Burlington is the largest city, 9,000 square miles, 24,000 square kilometers. Oh, 623,000. The city I grew up in is called Swansea, and it had 300,000, so it's like 2 Swanseas. Okay, last few, and then we're going to look at the territories as well. If I'm going to do it properly, eh? Okay, Virginia is next. Richmond, Virginia Beach is the largest. 42,000 square miles, 110,000 square kilometers, 8.4 million, so it's quite a large population. Next is Washington, but they've chosen green as their colour. Are they the only ones to have green? Olympia is the capital. Seattle is obviously the largest. It's the one we've all heard of. 71,000 square miles, 184,000 square kilometers, 7.4 million. So comparatively, it's not a small place, but it's not even as big as Virginia. Okay, West Virginia, who give themselves a nice blue border and a white background. So Charleston. Oh, there's two Charleston. Well, I suppose there's loads of Charlestons in America, but there's one in one of the Carolinas as well, wasn't there? 24,000 square miles, 62,000 square kilometers, 1.8 million. And then we've got Wisconsin. Madison, but Milwaukee is the largest city. 65,000 square miles, 169,000 square kilometers, 5.7 million. And last but not least, Wyoming, with, I guess, a buffalo on it. Cheyenne, and because that's the name of the, I did this in a video before and you told me, because I was like, is it a French word? Like, no, it's a Native American word, is it? I'm trying to remember which particular group. Can't remember. No Apaches, are there further down? 97,000 square miles, 253,000 square kilometers, just 579,000 people though. Okay, and a nod to the territories. So first we've got American Samoa, which is of course in the Pacific. It's closer to Australia than it is to the States. Capital Pago Pago. Area in miles squared is 581, still tiny. 1,500 kilometers squared. Population 57,400. Comparatively, those going to make the Northern Mariana Islands seem huge. Northern Mariana Islands capital Saipan. Area 1,976 miles squared. 5,000 kilometers squared. Population 52,000. Ah, small population. I really like the flag though, it's nice, isn't it? The US Virgin Islands. The cool golden eagle on it. Literally golden, not the actual. Capital Charlotte Amalie. And area is 733 miles squared. 1,800 square kilometers. Population 103,000. Then we got Guam. Again, pretty cool flag. Capital, oh gosh, Harcourt now. Area 571 square miles, 1,400 square kilometers. Population 161,000. And then Puerto Rico, home of Ricky Martin and Jennifer Lopez originally. Capital San Juan, area 5,000 square miles or 13,000 square kilometers, population 3.3 million. But am I right in thinking that they can't vote for the President of the United States because they're not a state? They don't get a part of the vote. Okay, next is the last Federal District of Columbia. So is that where Washington DC is? Even though, yeah, I think it is, right? Population 693,000, area in miles, 68 miles squared, 176 square kilometers. I think it's just the, kind of like the Vatican. They've just put it as its own area. Okay. So that was fun. If you got any nice comments, then do write to me, and if you enjoyed the video, click like. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe. We do videos like this all the time, and I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing the other videos I've done in the past. Okay guys, take it easy, and I hope you're all well, and I'll see you again soon.